What's good, yo? It's your boy Coke Got It coming at y'all with another video. Today we about to get into my predictions for week 2. Before we start, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's ride. Alright, we're going to start off with Mississippi State at Kansas State. Nick Fitzgerald's coming back from his suspension. Kansas State, Bill Snyder's a great coach, but the team itself isn't really loaded with talent. Mississippi State's not on a national level with talent yet, but they are more talented than Kansas State, and Nick Fitzgerald is actually pretty fucking nice. Joe Moorhead is a great offensive mind, and he's the new head coach. I got Mississippi State winning this one more than likely by 2-3 scores. And we got Georgia at South Carolina. And if you've been watching ESPN or any of these media shows, they are all trying to hype this game up, trying to hype South Carolina up as if South Carolina is a threat to Georgia. They're not. They're good. They're competitive. They'll win 8, 9, 10 games this season like they won 9 last year. But they're not beating Georgia. Georgia will win by 17 plus. Then we got Iowa State at Iowa. I've heard some Big 12 fans that I know talking about Iowa State, saying they're going to be decent this year and this and that. Until I see it, I'm not buying it. Iowa State to me is just a mediocre team at best that pulls upsets every once in a while. And we got Clemson at A&M. Dabo Swinney said that he's going to be playing Kelly Bryant and Trevor Lawrence, which is good because that works into my predictions for Clemson. I got them losing to A&M. A&M looked good. Of course, they ain't play nobody, but the way they was playing, it just looked good. Jimbo Fisher's a great coach. Who cares what he did his last year at Florida State? He's a good coach no matter what. And he's going to make a statement against Clemson this game. He's going to win it. And after this game, this is going to be where Trevor Lawrence takes the starting job from Kelly Bryant. Then we got Kentucky at Florida. And I want to pick Kentucky. I feel like Kentucky's the better team. But when a team has beaten you, 31 straight times, I'm going to have to ride with the streak until it ends. I mean, I got Florida winning. They're in the swamp, too. I believe Florida's going to be better than what they was last year. I don't think they're a contender or anything like that, but Kentucky ain't either. And for 31 straight years, no matter what, Kentucky just hasn't been able to beat Florida. So I don't see why I'm going to change my outlook on that. Then we got Virginia at Indiana. I'm picking Virginia in this. Virginia ain't all that good. Indiana ain't all that good. It's really just a toss-up, but I was born in Virginia, 30 minutes away from Charlottesville, so I'm just going to ride with Virginia for this. Penn State versus Pitt. Penn State looked horrible last week against App State. They had to go to overtime to win, and they just looked horrible. I didn't think they was going to be, as I figured they would have blew out App State, but I predicted them to not be what they was last year or the year before that. I believe they're taking a step back without Saquon Barkley. He was the key to their offensive success. He was the key to a lot of that. Plus, Joe Moorhead was the offensive coordinator last year, and now he's down at Mississippi State, so that changes a lot with the offense. Pitt, 2 straight years, they pulled big-time upsets. They beat Clemson, then they beat Miami last year. And I don't think this is as big as one of those upsets, but I do got Pitt upsetting Penn State. It's an old-time rivalry, in-state rivalry, and Penn State's not looking that good, so I'm taking Pitt. And we got USC at Stanford. This is a tough one. I actually had my video made yesterday, but I had to remake it today because I kept going back and forth on this game. I'm going to take Stanford, okay? I like JT Daniels. I love what he's probably going to do in his career at USC, but it's only his second game. It's a big-time in-conference game on the road. I'm going to have to take Stanford. That's led by veterans. They play solid defense. They play solid football, period, all around. Very, disciplined football. Bryce Love, he's back. He's looking to make this season a season to remember. I'm taking Stanford in this game. And then, last but not least, we got Michigan State at Arizona State. Michigan State at home, barely skated by Utah State. Now they're on the road to play Arizona State. And I've told y'all in multiple videos in the past, Arizona State is a team that pulls upsets. Normally, it's an in-conference upset. They don't normally pull upsets outside the conference. But don't be surprised if Arizona State wins this game. I'm taking Michigan State. I feel like I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Last week was just a rough week, rough start. But against another lesser opponent, going back and watching all their mess-ups on film, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Michigan State's going to come out here and win this game. But if I'm wrong, don't be surprised if Arizona State pulls off the upset, yo. But it's your boy, Coach Gotti. Hit that like and subscribe button for my recap video after this week's over with, and then for my next week and every week after. I'm Coach Gotti, and I'm out.